Hello everyone and welcome to another video. A couple of weeks ago, as I might have said in a previous video, I was sorting out my Romance Scammers folder on my laptop, looking to see if there were any half-made videos that I'd never finished. I found this tale. Annie would like to introduce you to Greg Rogers. Hello, he said. How are you doing? And how's the weather condition over there? It's cold and wet, said Annie. How's the weather condition over there? It's clear, with periodic clouds, he said, sounding like the weather forecast. Well, I love hot and nice weather. I hope you have some clothes to keep you warm, he asked. No, said Annie. I only have t-shirts and flip-flops. Oh, so sorry about that, he said. Or, as my old gran used to say, if you ask a silly question, you'll get a silly answer. The world is wonderfully made, he said. It's nice to know about your weather condition over there. What may I call you, and where are you from? I live in Shaftesbury, she said. It's a small town in Dorset in England, and you can call me by my name. Wow! Nice place you live, he said. Well, I'm originally from Phoenix, Arizona, currently living in Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm presently here in Syria. I think that's 3 places now, isn't it? For peacekeeping mission with the United Nations about the ongoing problems here, which I guess you know about. And you? Where do you work? Oh, she said. Do you know Shaftesbury? I guess you've been here on holiday. I work on the checkouts of our local supermarket. You have a nice job, I must say, he replied. I'm presently serving in the military with the 1st Armoured Division here. I wouldn't say it's a nice job, said Annie, but it's a job. It's rather boring, and the pay isn't good. I'm passionate about voluntary relief work, he said. I've been doing it for some 23 years now. I've been part of voluntary efforts in many nations. It's always a joy to be there for others. I kind of miss it right now, as I've been concentrating on my carrier for some time now. Your carrier? Asked Annie. You mean you run a parcel delivery service? Is that a new business for when you leave the army? Are you not the manager? He asked. The manager? Said Annie. I wish. I told you, I work on the checkouts. I'm a general by profession, he said. I retired from Afghanistan in 2013, but due to my service, successful and peaceful, I was later assigned to Syria, and I'm on relief assignment. I will retire from service soon. I don't understand that, said Annie. What does due to my service, successful and peaceful mean? I was recalled to Syria because my job impressed the commander and the United States government. That was good, said Annie. Hope your families are doing good. Are you happily married with kids? No, I'm not, said Annie. I divorced the 2-timing bastard 4 years ago. I have grown-up twins. Susie lives in Bournemouth and David lives in Salisbury. What about you? Well, he said, I'm a single father and widower with one lovely son, Kelly by name. He's 14 years old. He's currently studying in Washington, D.C., as he wants to become a journalist. I lost my wife and eldest daughter 5 years ago in a massive car crash. I'm so sorry, said Annie. How awful for you. Yeah, you're very right about that. Well, it has really been a hard time for me ever since then. But you know, life goes on, and I'm very happy I still have my son Kelly. I do love and miss him so much. I'm sure you do, said Annie. Who does he live with? He lives in the hostel with some other boys in the boarding school. Do you go home for his school holidays? She asked. I haven't visited home ever since, he said, but very soon I will be retiring from Syria and give him a fatherly care, which he deserves. But he insisted I must give him a good and caring mother. How long have you been on net? I guess you must have met a lot of friends here. How long have I been on the net? Goodness, said Annie, about 30 years, I think. That got me thinking. How long have you been on the net? How old are you? I'm guessing you're older than me. I'm 55. Do you remember what the internet was like when it first started? I'm new here. Facebook was introduced a couple of months ago, he said. I'm 71-year-old. Have you chat with any of the military personnel before? he asked. No, said Annie. Then you haven't told me your memories of the internet, or how long you've been on the net. That I've already explained to you, he said. Facebook was introduced to me a couple of months ago, but I haven't met with friends here on Facebook. You mean you never used the internet before you joined Facebook? She asked. I only have Hangout, and it's just for me, alone. I only chat there because I'm not allowed to talk to friends on Facebook because of the nature of my job, and I thought I could find friends over there, but it only required for emails. And if somebody tells you that they're in the army and they're not allowed to chat on Facebook because of the nature of their job, run a mile. There must be a scammer, because that simply isn't true. Well, he continued, I will be grateful if we are friends, with sincerity, honesty and trust. Although we just met, we can share ideas and discuss more topics as we talk more about ourselves. And as time goes by, there may be something great for us in the future. What do you say? I guess you aren't going to answer my question, said Annie. I'll try one more time. Didn't you use the internet before you joined Facebook? I'd find that very surprising if you're a general in the army. Was your wife younger than you? Yeah, I used the internet before using Facebook, he finally decided. Yes, my wife was younger than me, but age is just a number. Age doesn't matter in a relationship when there is trust and peace. Well, I would like us to be good friends and to know more about ourselves. Hope you don't mind giving me your email address so we can talk on Google Hangout, because I'm not always here on Facebook due to the nature of my job. Hope you understand me very well. And so they moved to Hangouts. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, Celia would like to introduce you to Greg Rogers, where it won't surprise you in the least to know that he started by saying, Hello, how are you doing? And how's the weather condition over there? We've been having sleet, said Celia. It's cold. What's the weather like where you are? And it won't surprise you to know that he said, It's clear, with periodic clouds. What do you think is nice weather? Asked Celia. I hope you have some clothes to keep you warm, he said, as he did to Annie, to which Celia replied, No, I usually go naked. I don't understand, he said. What do you mean by that? You asked if I had clothes, said Celia. That was a silly question, wasn't it? Do you have clothes? Well, I'm sorry if that hurts you, he said. You haven't answered the question, said Celia. Do you have clothes? Yeah, I do, he said. That's good, said Celia. And it won't surprise you to know that his next statement was, The world is wonderfully made. It's nice to know about your weather condition over there. What may I call you, and where are you from? Wonderfully made, said Celia. What do you mean? Can't you see my name? You did send me a friend request. I live in Durham in northeast England. And you know our man's response. Well, I'm originally from Phoenix, Arizona, currently living in Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm presently here in Syria for peacekeeping mission with the United Nations about the ongoing problems here, which I guess you know about. And where do you work? I'm an administrator, she said. I work in the admissions department of our university. And if you've been paying attention, you know his response. Wow, nice job you have, I must say. I'm presently serving in the military with the 1st Armoured Division here. What's the 1st Armoured Division? Asked Celia. Is there a 2nd? And you know how passionate he is about voluntary work. He's told you before, and he's going to tell you again. I'm passionate about voluntary relief work. I've been doing it for some 23 years now. I've been part of voluntary efforts in many nations. It's always a joy to be there for others. I kind of miss it right now, as I've been concentrating on my career for some time now. You didn't answer my question, said Celia. Are you just here to tell me your life story and not read what I'm saying? And back to Hangouts. Our man continued talking to Annie. Hello, he said. Found you, said Annie. Wow! Amazing, he said. How are you doing? And how's your day going so far? Hi, she said. I'm having a lazy day, watching some TV. I cleaned some kitchen cupboard doors, folded some washing, spoke to some old friends on Zoom. How's your day going? Well, my day was filled with joy and happiness, because seeing another day is more than a gold. Happy Sunday, he said. What's the time over there? And what are you doing at the moment? It's 7:45, she said. I'm running up and down my living room, trying not to hit my head on the ceiling. What are you doing at the moment? I'm here on the bed, writing to you, he said. What are your hobbies, interests, lifestyle, religious belief, and plans for life? You know, that old chestnut that so many of them seem to feel that they need to ask. Goodness, said Annie. I like ice sopping, line drying. I'm very interested in existentialism. I live like a slob. I'm a Ninth-day Adventist, and yes, I do plan to live. What about you? What are your hobbies, interests, lifestyle, religious belief, and plans for life? My hobbies, he said. Reading newspapers, watching TV, listening to music, sport, particularly swimming, travelling, religious, Roman Catholic, and my plans for my future is go into investment after my resignation, or before retire, find a woman, and settle down with my only son. I'm a Roman Catholic. I do not disrespect other religions, because of the respect of the nationality or individuality. I do believe we all worship the same God as well. Can we share pictures, if you don't mind? Didn't you see my picture on Facebook? Asked Annie. Do you mind sending me new one, he said. Ah, said Annie, at least I have a picture on Facebook. You don't, so I'd like to see you, please. OK, he said, and sent a photo. Goodness, said Annie, what were you doing when that was taken? I was talking to my men, and describing to them as well, he said. You didn't tell me how old your wife was when she passed away, said Annie. Tell me more about yourself. Hope you don't mind. Tell me more about your family, parents, siblings. My mother lives in Guildford, said Annie, because obviously Denise is everybody's mother when she's needed. I don't have any siblings. OK, so what about your father? He died years ago, said Annie. How old was your wife when she passed away? My wife was 51 years old when she died. That's very sad, said Annie. How long were you married? We were married for 24 years before she passed away, he said. I'm the only child of my parents. I lost them when I was 10. My dad's best friend, Mr. Emmanuel, took good care of me, and he made me who I am today. But now he's no more. You knew that was coming as well, didn't you, ladies and gentlemen? I also lost him 6 years ago. It's amazing how many people passed away 6 years ago. How old was he when he took you in? Said Annie. He was 42 years old. It's a painful experience. Right now, Kelly is the only family I have, and that's why I want to resign my job soon and be with him, so that I can put that smile on his face again, and forever. But he won't let me rest of me providing him a good and lovely caring mum. The nature of my job does not really give me the time, but now that I'm close to my retirement, I guess I'm ready to move on with my life and be happy. Hello? Just went to make a cup of tea, said Annie. OK. Mr. Emmanuel sounds like a lovely man. You must miss him. How old was he when he passed? He died at the age of 97 years, he said. I see you as a very nice lady, from the way you sound, and I like you a lot. What an amazing man, said Annie. You were lucky to have him in your life. Yeah, he said. He's a caring and loving man. Hope you will be my friend forever. Hello? Are you there, or busy? I'm here, said Annie. I'll be going to bed soon. I have to go to work tomorrow. OK, he said. No need to be upset or feel lonely tonight. Feel the calmness of this night with all your heart. Relax and have a good tight sleep. Good night. And he sent one of those good night gifts. Followed the following morning by May this morning offer you new hope for life. May you be happy and enjoy every moment of it. Good morning. And 2 good morning gifts. Wake up! Let's have coffee together. Good morning, said Annie. About 3 hours later. I have to go to work today. I'm starting at 10 a.m. Hello! How are you doing? And how was your day? He said that evening. Hi, I worked a late shift today, she said. I just got home. I did 2 hours this morning, then came home for a couple of hours, then went back again. I don't really like it when I have to do that, but sometimes it's what's needed if people are off sick. OK, he said. How was work today? Same as always, she said. Monday's usually a quiet day. All right, he said. Friday and Saturdays are our busiest days, replied Annie. What's the time over there? And what are you doing at the moment? OK? It's 9:15 and I'm chatting to you. What are you doing at the moment? It's 11:15 p.m. now, he said. I'm in the bed, writing to you. I see you as a very nice lady, from the way you sound, and I like you a lot, he said, again. Hope you'll be my friend, forever. That's very kind of you, said Annie. Thank you. Do you like somebody calling you a nickname? He asked. No, I don't, said Annie. Okay. Sometimes in life, you find a special friend. Someone who changes your life just by being part of it. Someone who makes you laugh until you can't stop. Someone who makes you believe that there really is good in the world. Someone who convinces you that there really is an unlocked door just waiting for you to open it. Annie sent a smile. I want you to know that this is an eternal friendship. When you are below and the world seems dark and empty, I will lift you up and make this dark and empty world suddenly appear bright and complete. I will guide you through hard times, sad times, and confusing times. If you turn your back and leave, I will follow you. If you get lost, I will guide you and encourage you. I will take your hand and say that everything will be fine. And if you find a friend like me, you'll feel happy and complete because you have nothing to worry about. You have an eternal friend, and eternity has no end. Smiles. Annie sent another smiling face. What do you think? He asked. About what? Said Annie. Our friendship, he said. Oh, it's always nice to make new friends, said Annie. Friendship isn't about whom you have known the longest, he said. It's about who came and never left your side. There comes a moment in your life when you understand who really matters, who never did, and who always will. Oh, yes, said Annie, that's very true. Have you met a friend on net? He said. You know this one, which you get so much close with, and then he comes to your house and have a handshake with you, and then have a meal with your family? No, said Annie. Have you? I haven't met friends that much online, because of the nature of my job, he said. Tell me, what do you do with your free time? I do a yoga class. I can't always get there every week because it depends on which shifts I'm working. Mostly I visit my children. My daughter lives in Bournemouth with her partner, and my son lives in Salisbury. And I spend time in my garden and just visiting friends. What do you do? I spend most time in the control room, putting things in order. Notice he hasn't mentioned documents. But I always write to my friends when I'm ready to go to bed. Do you love shopping? Depends what I'm shopping for or why, asked Annie. What do you like to buy when you go out for shopping? Do you like to go out with someone else? I love clothes shopping, said Annie, but I can't really afford it. I like nice jewellery, but I can't really afford that either. I like to buy nice things for my house. Wow! That's nice, he said. Hope you'll take me out for shopping some day. Smile. Oh, yes, said Annie, especially if you've got lots of money and you're going to buy me nice things. Do you really want us to see each other some day? He said. Oh, yes, said Annie. Come to Shaftesbury so we can meet. I guess only faith and time can tell, he said, forgetting to remove the final quotation mark from wherever he copied it from, followed by, soon I will be signing my resignation document and leave the camp, again, forgetting to remove the final quotation mark. And so it continued, so I can come to you after my resignation, so that we can see each other as best friends, because I really love to see this special friend of mine that has made my life change. I want you to know, distance does not matter in friend. When do you think you'll resign? Asked Annie. Soon I will retire from Syria, he said. Distance is just to see how true feelings and emotion can travel. All we need now is to give each other all of our trust, sincerity, and understanding, to be fine with as much trust for each other, without reservation, as friends, forever. Okay? If you say so, says Annie. It's getting late. I need to go to bed. Good night. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, he said. Can I ask you a question? Yes, said Annie. Can I really trust you as a best friend? He asked. I don't know, said Annie. You have to decide that, not me. From now on, I give you my trust as well, and I mean everything I say, he said, again, forgetting to remove the final quotation mark. You can call on me whenever you need my help as my best friend, and I promise to always be there for you, no matter what, because I care about you so much as a best friend. That's very sweet of you, said Annie. I really am going to bed now. Good night. You have so many reasons to thank God, said our man, but first thank him for such a peaceful night like this. What a blissful night for a good sleep. Good night." And he sent her a good night gif. The following morning, life is full of uncertainties, but there will always be a sunrise after every sunset. Good morning. I'm going to work. I will text you when I'm back. Good morning, said Annie. I'm just about to leave for work too. I'm doing a 4-hour shift today, so I should be home by about 4:30. Have a good day at work. Okay, and you also, he said. How are you doing? And how was your day? Hope you have a good time at work. I had to go for another couple of hours because one of my colleagues is off sick, she said. I just got home about half an hour ago. I'm going to make some dinner and have a shower. Okay, text me when you're less busy, he said. Hi, I'm back again, she said a bit later. Okay, hope you had dinner. Why? Asked Annie. I'm just asking, he said. Hello, are you there? Or busy? Hi, I'm here, but I'll be going to bed soon, she said. Okay, I guess you must be very tired. But we didn't talk much today. Well, I guess I should let you go to bed. I'll message you tomorrow, okay? I hope you slept like a queen last night. Now, please wake up like a star and rule my world for one more day. Good morning. How are you doing? And how was your night rest? Good morning, said Annie. I'm not starting work till midday today, but I guess you aren't here. He said to that in the middle of the night. How have you been? He said. Hope you had a deep rest. Hello, are you there? Or busy? These scammers just can't have a normal conversation, can they? I mean, just can't. There's no way I would talk to somebody like that. Or is it just me? Hi, deep rest, said Annie. I was at work. What do you want me to do? Fall asleep on the job? No, not I thought you were at home, he said. How are you doing? And how was your day? It was okay, she said. We had a staff meeting this afternoon. You know, the sort of thing. The managers were telling us how to do our jobs, then deciding to rearrange the store. How was your day? My day was a little bit stressed, he said, because we didn't have much time to communicate before leaving for work. I don't understand what that means, said Annie. Well, I was just thinking about the time we shared writing to each other. What did you do at work? She said. And you know the answer to that. We only went out for patrol. When I returned, I started putting things in order in the control room. And you? I just told you what I did, said Annie. What does went out for patrol mean? What do you actually do? Or did you just march round the parade ground in formation? You're so funny, he said. It was a serious question, said Annie. What did you actually do? I went out with my men to keep watch over the area and to check if my men at Zone 2, 3 and 5 were on duty. And what are Zone 2, 3 and 5? Asked Annie. I mean, in the other camps. Which means, said Annie, we went checking on them if they're on duty. Okay, last time, said Annie. What are Zone 2, 3 and 5? Why don't you describe where you are and tell me how everything works instead of typing meaningless sentences? That I have explained already, he said. No, you haven't, said Annie. I told you, I'm in Syria, he said. You told me you were checking if the men in Zones 2, 3 and 5 were on duty. You haven't told me what Zones 2, 3 and 5 are. And yes, I know you're in Syria, idiot. Explain to me where you are. You know, in an army camp with 5,000 men divided into 10 zones, or in an army camp with 100 men divided into 3 zones, or an underground bunker with 10 men and 5 rooms. In fact, send me some photos of where you are, since you clearly can't or won't explain what on earth you're talking about. I don't understand, he said. What do you mean by that? Why are you calling me an idiot? Because you can't even tell me what you did today, or describe where you are. If you aren't an idiot, describe to me where you are. And for the avoidance of doubt, yes, I know you're in Syria. That doesn't give you the authority to call me an idiot, said our deeply offended scammer. Oh, yes, it does, said Annie. I don't even think you are a soldier, are you? Let alone one with 23 plus years service. Someone who'd been in the army that long would be able to give an exact description of their surroundings, who they work with, how many men and women they work with, what kind of accommodation they're in, exactly what their job involves. You have no idea, apart from starting to put things in order in the control room, which I assume means you're really the camp cleaner who was cleaning up the coffee cups in the control room. So goodbye, idiot. I don't understand you, said our hurt 18-year-old. Exactly, said Annie. You don't have enough brains to be a long-serving soldier. You are the camp cleaner, aren't you? Is that how to ask question? If you want me to tell you, then I will. I will accept anything from you, but I don't allow you dare call me an idiot." "Well, I've asked and asked and asked, but you won't tell me, will you?" said Annie. "So yes, you are an idiot, unless you can prove me that you aren't. You could start by answering the questions, but I know you won't. Try, our camp is split into 6 zones. I'm responsible for overseeing what happens in Zone 2, where the uniforms are laundered, in Zone 3, where the provisions are kept, and Zone 6, where 6 soldiers are in hospital. Or our camp covers 10 square miles. I'm responsible for cleaning the toilets in Zones 2, 3 and 6. Or our camp's been here for 20 years. Zone 2 is a block of flats, and I'm responsible for ensuring the maintenance is properly carried out. Zone 3 is the kitchen tent, and I have to make sure the chefs are cooking, not drinking. Zone 6 is on the perimeter, so I have to make sure that the soldiers on duty are alert for danger. Or, you tell me. Or we went out on patrol, which means we marched behind the sergeant major for 10 miles, then marched back again. But I don't know why we went out, because I didn't think to ask." "You're getting me confused," said confused Scammer. "Exactly," said Annie. "Not enough brains to be a soldier. Tell me what you did today, step by step, each hour. You can pick some from that list, or make up your own." "Well, I do have so much things I do every day," he said, "but I can't talk about them all. It might be scary to you. How are you? How's your day going so far?" "Why on earth did you send me 2 messages a few seconds apart," said Annie, "that had absolutely nothing to do with each other? Just go away. You're an idiot, and I've had enough of you. Goodbye." "All right," said our man, and disappeared. And that was the end of Greg Rogers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you should know what to do by now. Please like it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share the video. And I'll see you again, probably in a longer video.